Is architecture art? There's a big problem with art. And the biggest problem with art is if you go into a space and you can't touch it so that you really can use it, it's saying that either the thing is more important than you are, or the institution that is housing, at least for the moment, that thing is stronger than you are. So you're there to gaze, you're there to view. And I think in order to really be with something, you have to do more than view it. You can view something in a magazine. It should be an interaction, and not, I am in front of this art and I am now letting the art seep into me. It sounds too much like religion to me. And I think art is asking to believe in the value of art. No, I think you should question everything. What I want is a space that you're in the middle of. Sound is more important to me than image, because image, you just see what's in front of you. Sound, if you close your eyes, you might not know where that sound comes from. So being in the middle of things is, I think, one thing that makes architecture. But I wonder if some other things were maybe more important to me. Piranesi drawings, for example, were probably incredibly important to me, even though, there were no built projects. But what was important to me about Piranesi is that it was almost like sketching upon sketching upon sketching, almost as if he never wanted the drawing to be final. And I want architecture to bring that notion of, these aren't people's spaces. These are places that can be used and used differently and changed by one person after another person, colliding with another person. I think collision allows each person to speak up for his or herself. And that, I think, is the ideal kind of architecture, which is why I think I have a tendency to be a real supporter of pixels and bits and particles. That's easier to change than a plane, than a surface. But it's an implication, Digital architecture is an implication that maybe things don't have to really be surfaces. Maybe things can be exploded into bits and particles and pixels, and once things get to be that state, then I think a person using it can start to be an architect himself or herself. Is architecture art? I hope it's not, because then I'm in the wrong field once again, and I don't know where to go. I think architecture, because architecture is used. I think one of the great values of that is that it can't possibly be misused. And once it's misused, I think the user goes one step further. Maybe it's a mistaken step, but one step further or other than the designer, than the architect.